What you're about to see has one thing in common. By all appearances, it shouldn't have been possible. Long before cranes, electricity, or modern technology, ancient civilizations created colossal monuments and impossibly precise stone structures that continue to leave experts searching for answers. Were these simply the greatest engineering achievements in history, or is there still something about our past we don't fully understand? Today, we're exploring 15 ancient structures whose incredible construction continues to astonish the world. Number 15. Pumapunku, Bolivia. Few ancient sites have sparked as much debate as Pumapunku. Located more than 12,500 feet above sea level near Lake Titicaca, this mysterious complex is famous for its massive stone blocks and remarkably precise craftsmanship. Some of its largest sandstone blocks weigh over 130 tons, while the finely carved andesite stones feature sharp angles, perfectly straight lines, and intricate H-shaped designs that appear surprisingly advanced for a civilization that flourished more than 1,000 years ago. Archaeologists believe Pumapunku was built by the Tiwanaku civilization between approximately 500 and 1000 CE. Despite extensive research, the exact methods used to quarry, transport, and shape these enormous stones remain uncertain. Many of the quarries were located several kilometers away, meaning the builders had to move blocks weighing well over 100 tons across difficult terrain without wheels or modern machinery. The extraordinary precision of the stonework has inspired countless theories, but there is no credible evidence that anything other than human builders created the site. Most researchers believe the achievement was the result of skilled craftsmanship, careful planning, and generations of engineering knowledge. Even so, Pumapunku remains one of the most impressive and mysterious ancient construction sites ever discovered, continuing to challenge our understanding of what early civilizations were capable of accomplishing. Number 14. Easter Island, Moai, Chile. Scattered across the remote Pacific island of Rapa Nui stand nearly 1,000 towering Moai statues, some reaching over 10 meters, 33 feet in height, and weighing more than 80 tons. Carved centuries ago by the Rapa Nui people, these massive stone figures have become one of archaeology's greatest engineering mysteries. Most of the Moai were carved from volcanic tuff at the Rano Raraku quarry, yet many were transported several kilometers across rugged terrain to ceremonial platforms around the island. The biggest unanswered question is how this was accomplished without wheels, draft animals, or modern machinery. Archaeologists believe the statues were moved using ropes, wooden sledges, or by carefully walking them upright from side to side, a theory supported by modern experiments. Even so, transporting dozens of multi-ton monuments across the island required remarkable planning, coordination, and engineering skill. The Moai are more than giant statues. They represent the ancestors and cultural identity of the Rapa Nui civilization. Centuries after they were carved, they continue to stand as powerful reminders that ancient societies were capable of extraordinary achievements that still leave the modern world in awe. Number 13. Machu Picchu, Peru. Hidden high in the Andes Mountains at an altitude of nearly 2,430 meters, 7,970 feet, Machu Picchu is one of the most extraordinary engineering achievements of the Inca Empire. Built during the 15th century, the city sits on a narrow mountain ridge surrounded by steep cliffs, a location that would challenge even modern builders. Its temples, terraces, stairways, and homes were constructed from massive granite blocks cut with incredible precision. Like other Inca sites, the stones fit together so perfectly that no mortar was needed. This technique has allowed many of the structures to survive centuries of earthquakes that have damaged buildings throughout the region. What makes Machu Picchu especially remarkable is its advanced engineering. The Incas created sophisticated drainage systems, agricultural terraces, and water channels that still function today, preventing landslides and flooding despite the area's heavy rainfall. Building an entire city in such a remote and rugged location without iron tools, wheeled vehicles, or modern machinery remains an astonishing accomplishment. Although archaeologists understand much of how the Incas built Machu Picchu, The scale of the project, the precision of its stonework, and the ingenuity required to construct it on a mountaintop continue to make it one of the world's most impressive ancient structures. Number 12. Sacsayhuaman, Peru. Perched high above the ancient city of Cusco, Sacsayhuaman is one of the greatest stone building mysteries ever created. At first glance, its towering walls look like an enormous jigsaw puzzle, but each stone was carved to fit its neighbors with astonishing precision, without the use of mortar. Some of these limestone blocks weigh more than 100 tons, yet the gaps between them are so tight that it's nearly impossible to slide a knife blade through the joints. Built by the Inca civilization during the 15th century, the fortress was designed to withstand both attacks and earthquakes. Its distinctive zigzag walls have survived countless powerful earthquakes that destroyed many nearby colonial buildings, a testament to the remarkable engineering skills of its builders. What continues to puzzle researchers is how the Inca quarried, transported, and shaped such massive stones with only simple tools made of stone, bronze, and wood. The exact techniques remain unknown, although archaeologists believe they relied on an enormous workforce, careful planning, and ingenious construction methods. Whether viewed as an engineering masterpiece or one of history's greatest construction mysteries, Sacsayhuaman stands as powerful evidence that ancient civilizations achieved feats that still command the world's respect today. Number 11. Göbekli Tepe, Turkey. Long before the invention of metal tools, pottery, or even the wheel, someone built Göbekli Tepe. Dating back to around 9600 BCE, it is considered the world's oldest known monumental temple complex, more than 7,000 years older than the Great Pyramid of Giza and older than Stonehenge by several millennia. The site features enormous T-shaped limestone pillars, some standing over 5.5 meters, 18 feet tall, and weighing up to 20 tons. Many are decorated with detailed carvings of lions, snakes, foxes, vultures, and other animals, showing a level of artistic skill that few expected from people living at the dawn of civilization. Perhaps the greatest mystery is who built it. At the time, humans were believed to be hunter-gatherers rather than members of large organized societies capable of constructing monumental architecture. Yet creating Göbekli Tepe would have required careful planning, skilled labor, and the coordinated effort of hundreds of people. Archaeologists believe the site was built by prehistoric communities using stone tools and human labor, but its existence has transformed our understanding of early civilization. Instead of agriculture leading to complex societies, Göbekli Tepe suggests that large-scale cooperation and monumental construction may have come first, making it one of the most important archaeological discoveries ever made. Number 10. Baalbek, Lebanon. If there is one ancient site that makes even experienced engineers pause, it's Baalbek. Hidden beneath the Roman Temple of Jupiter are some of the largest stone blocks ever used in construction. 3 of these, known as the Trilithon, each weighing an estimated 800 tons, while nearby quarry stones, including the famous Stone of the Pregnant Woman, weighs more than 1,000 tons. The mystery isn't just their size, it's how they were moved. These enormous limestone blocks were quarried, transported, and positioned with astonishing precision, despite being created nearly 2,000 years ago, long before modern cranes or heavy machinery existed. Even today, relocating stones of this size would require specialized equipment and meticulous planning. Most archaeologists believe the Romans built the monumental temple complex using advanced engineering techniques, rollers, levers, capstans, and thousands of skilled workers. However, the exact methods used to transport and lift stones of such extraordinary weight remain uncertain, making Baalbek one of the most debated engineering achievements of the ancient world. Whether viewed as a masterpiece of Roman engineering or one of history's greatest construction mysteries, Baalbek continues to challenge our understanding of what ancient builders were capable of accomplishing. Number 9. Nan Madol, Micronesia. Rising from a network of artificial islands in the Pacific Ocean, Nan Madol is unlike any other ancient city on Earth. Often called the Venice of the Pacific, This mysterious complex consists of nearly 100 man-made islets connected by canals and built almost entirely from enormous basalt columns. Constructed between the 12th and 13th centuries by the Sodelur dynasty on the island of Pohnpei, some of the basalt logs used in its walls weigh several tons. The biggest mystery is how these heavy stones were transported across the island and stacked into walls reaching up to 8 meters, 25 feet high, especially since the builders had no cranes, metal tools, or wheeled vehicles. Archaeologists believe the stones were floated on rafts or canoes and then maneuvered into place using human labor and simple engineering techniques. However, the exact methods remain uncertain, and no definitive evidence explains how such a massive construction project was completed in such a remote location. Even today, Nan Madol continues to puzzle researchers. Its isolated setting, monumental stone architecture, and sophisticated design make it one of the world's most remarkable ancient structures, and a powerful reminder that remarkable engineering feats were possible long before modern technology. Number 8. Great Zimbabwe. In the heart of southern Africa stands a city that challenged historians for centuries. Great Zimbabwe was built between the 11th and 15th centuries and features enormous stone walls constructed from more than 1 million carefully cut granite blocks, without using a single drop of mortar. The most impressive structure, known as the Great Enclosure, has walls rising over 11 meters, 36 feet, high and stretching nearly 250 meters, 820 feet, around. Despite their massive size, the stones were stacked with such precision that many of the walls have remained standing for more than 700 years. The builders achieved remarkable stability simply by shaping and balancing each block with extraordinary accuracy. For generations, many refused to believe that local African civilizations had built such an advanced city. But archaeological evidence has firmly established that Great Zimbabwe was the work of the ancestors of the Shona people. Even so, the methods used to quarry, transport, and assemble millions of granite blocks without mortar continue to impress engineers and archaeologists alike. Today, Great Zimbabwe stands as one of Africa's greatest archaeological treasures, a powerful reminder that some of the world's most extraordinary engineering achievements were accomplished with skill, planning, and determination long before modern technology existed. Number 7. Teotihuacan, Mexico. Long before the rise of the Aztecs, an unknown civilization built one of the largest and most sophisticated cities in the ancient world. Teotihuacan flourished between the 1st and 7th centuries CE. Yet to this day, no one knows exactly who founded it or why it was eventually abandoned. At the heart of the city stand the massive Pyramid of the Sun and Pyramid of the Moon. The Pyramid of the Sun alone rises about 65 meters, 213 feet, high and was built using millions of tons of stone, adobe, and volcanic rock. The city itself was carefully planned, with wide avenues, residential districts, temples, and a sophisticated drainage system laid out in an organized grid. What continues to fascinate researchers is the precision of its design. Many of its structures are aligned with astronomical events, suggesting the builders possessed an advanced understanding of mathematics and the movements of the heavens. Constructing a city of this scale without iron tools, wheeled transport, or modern machinery required remarkable engineering and coordination. Although archaeologists credit Teotihuacan to a highly organized ancient civilization, many mysteries remain unanswered, including the identity of its original builders. Even after nearly 2,000 years, Teotihuacan continues to stand as one of the greatest engineering achievements of the ancient Americas and one of history's most enduring archaeological mysteries. Number 6. The Great Pyramid of Giza, Egypt. At first glance, the Great Pyramid of Giza seems almost impossible. Built more than 4,500 years ago, it contains an estimated 2.3 million stone blocks, many weighing between 2 and 15 tons, while some of the granite blocks used inside the king's chamber weigh as much as 70 to 80 tons. Yet this massive monument was completed without cranes, steel, or modern machinery. Constructed around 2560 BCE for Pharaoh Khufu, the pyramid originally stood about 146.6 meters, 481 feet tall, making it the tallest man-made structure on Earth for nearly 4,000 years. Its four sides are aligned with the cardinal directions with extraordinary precision, and many of the limestone blocks were cut and fitted so accurately that even today the joints between them are incredibly tight. What continues to fuel debate isn't whether humans built it. Archaeologists attribute its construction to skilled ancient Egyptian workers using tools, ramps, sledges, and careful engineering. But exactly how such an enormous project was organized and executed with the technology available at the time, transporting millions of stones, some from quarries hundreds of kilometers away, and assembling them with remarkable accuracy, remains one of the greatest engineering challenges of the ancient world. More than 4 millennia later, the Great Pyramid still stands as the only surviving wonder of the ancient world, proving that some of history's greatest achievements continue to inspire both admiration and mystery. Number 5. The megalithic temples of Malta. Centuries before the Great Pyramid of Giza was built, the tiny Mediterranean islands of Malta were already home to some of the oldest freestanding stone structures on Earth, dating from around 3,600 to 2,500 BCE. These megalithic temples are older than Stonehenge and the Egyptian pyramids, making their construction even more astonishing. Built with gigantic limestone blocks weighing several tons, temples such as Gantia, Hagar Kim, and Menajdra were created without metal tools or modern machinery. Some of the largest stones stand over 6 meters, 20 feet tall, yet they were positioned with remarkable precision. The temples also feature sophisticated layouts, curved walls, massive entrances, and chambers aligned with the sunrise during the solstices, revealing an impressive understanding of architecture and astronomy. One of the greatest mysteries is how a small island community thousands of years ago managed to quarry, transport, and erect these enormous stones. Archaeologists believe the builders used stone rollers, levers, ropes, and coordinated human labor, but the exact techniques remain uncertain due to the absence of written records. Despite decades of research, the megalithic temples of Malta continue to challenge our understanding of prehistoric engineering. Their age, precision, and monumental scale make them some of the most extraordinary ancient structures ever built, and a testament to the remarkable abilities of the people who created them. Number 4. Derinkuyu Underground City, Turkey. Imagine discovering an entire city hidden beneath your feet. That's exactly what happened in 1963 when a homeowner in central Turkey knocked down a wall and uncovered the entrance to Derinkuyu, one of the largest underground cities ever found. Carved deep into soft volcanic rock, Derinkuyu descends approximately 85 meters, 280 feet, and contains at least 18 levels of tunnels, living quarters, kitchens, churches, wine cellars, storage rooms, wells, and even schools. Historians believe the city could have sheltered as many as 20,000 people, along with their livestock and food supplies during times of invasion. The true marvel lies in its engineering. Massive circular stone doors could seal off entire sections of the city from intruders, while an advanced ventilation system of more than 50 vertical shafts supplied fresh air to the deepest chambers. Creating such a vast underground network without modern excavation equipment required extraordinary planning and craftsmanship. Although archaeologists believe Derinkuyu was expanded over centuries by different civilizations, including the Phrygians and later Byzantine communities, its scale and complexity continue to amaze researchers. More than just an underground refuge, it remains one of the most remarkable engineering achievements of the ancient world. Number 3. Kailasa Temple, India. Unlike almost every ancient monument ever built, Kailasa Temple wasn't constructed stone by stone. It was carved from a single massive rock. Located in the Ellora caves of western India, this incredible temple was created during the 8th century under the Rashtrakuta dynasty and remains the world's largest monolithic rock-cut temple. What makes it truly astonishing is the way it was built. Ancient craftsmen began at the top of the mountain and carved it downward, removing an estimated 200,000 tons of solid volcanic rock to reveal the temple beneath. Inside are towering pillars, grand halls, staircases, bridges, and hundreds of intricate sculptures, all carved from the same piece of stone with no separate blocks ever assembled. Even today, experts debate how such a vast amount of rock was removed with the tools available at the time, while maintaining remarkable symmetry and precision throughout the structure. Every mistake would have been permanent, yet the builders produced one of the finest architectural masterpieces in history. Experts credit the achievement to extraordinary planning, skilled craftsmanship, and decades of labor. But Kailasa Temple continues to stand as one of the most breathtaking examples of ancient engineering, a monument so ambitious that many believe it would be difficult to recreate even with modern technology. Number 2. Osirian, Egypt. At first glance, the Osirian doesn't look like something built by the ancient Egyptians. It looks far older. Hidden behind the temple of Seti I at Abydos, this mysterious monument is constructed from colossal granite blocks, some weighing over 100 tons. Their enormous size and precise placement have led many to wonder how such a structure could have been created with the technology available more than 3,000 years ago. The Osirian is widely believed to have been built during the reign of Pharaoh Seti I in the 13th century BCE as a symbolic tomb dedicated to the god Osiris. Unlike nearby temples decorated with intricate carvings, its design is strikingly simple, featuring gigantic stone pillars surrounding a central island that is enclosed by a water-filled channel. The monument's megalithic style has fueled speculation for decades, with some researchers suggesting it may preserve elements of an even older construction tradition. We attribute the monument to ancient Egyptian engineering, but exactly how workers quarried, transported, and positioned these immense granite blocks with such precision remains a subject of ongoing study. Thousands of years later, the Osirian continues to stand as one of Egypt's most mysterious monuments, an ancient masterpiece whose construction still leaves many people asking the same question: how did they do it? Number 1. Ollantaytambo, Peru. Towering above Peru's Sacred Valley, Ollantaytambo is one of the most extraordinary engineering achievements of the Inca Empire. Its massive terraces and fortress walls are built from enormous pink granite blocks, with some weighing more than 50 tons. Even more remarkable, these stones were transported from a quarry on the opposite side of the Urubamba River and hauled uphill across steep, rugged terrain. Built during the reign of Emperor Pachacuti in the 15th century, the site showcases the Incas' incredible skill in stone masonry. Each block was shaped so precisely that they fit together without mortar, creating earthquake-resistant walls that have survived for centuries. The Temple of the Sun, perched high above the valley, features 6 gigantic monoliths aligned with astonishing accuracy. The greatest mystery isn't that humans built Ollantaytambo. It's how they managed to move and position such massive stones without iron tools, wheeled vehicles, or modern lifting equipment. Archaeologists believe thousands of workers used ropes, ramps, wooden levers, and careful planning, but the exact techniques remain unknown. Today, Ollantaytambo stands as one of the finest examples of Inca engineering, proving that ancient civilizations were capable of construction feats that continue to amaze engineers and historians alike. History still holds countless secrets, and these incredible structures prove that the ancient world was far more extraordinary than most of us ever imagined. If you enjoyed this journey through history's greatest mysteries, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss our next adventure. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.